Hi YouTube. Let's talk about the British Open. Yes, the 2012 British Open. Let's talk about this. The 2012 British Open. Really, uh, I was confused throughout the whole thing. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't get the part where allegedly the Queen come falling with a parachute, which we know it's a stunt double. I don't think that there was any need for that, honestly. No need for a stunt double, less than, because everybody know 89, whatever what is she, 80 something years old? She just celebrated her 50-year jubilee. We all know damn well this woman's not going to be parachuting, okay? They would not risk 1% chance this woman might get hurt. So that was like, okay, I don't get this. Another thing, they had, I guess they were so busy trying to prove that they offer so much to the world that that there is a way that they could have incorporate all that stuff that they had to say, and me personally, I hated it because it was straight confusion. I didn't know what was going on. I was confused all throughout the opening. I think the best part is when they started presenting the nation around the world. So basically, it was the worst opening I ever saw. I thought it was just a fucking train wreck from the minute it started. And I was like, is this going to stop? It was just like, I don't know who was coordinating it. I really don't know. I don't think they actually took into consideration people outside of their nation. There's some shit that you should be 100% nation about, and there's some shit when you present into the world that you try to make it more internationally appeal, and it just wasn't. So, after they sang the the China thing, I thought they were there watching it. I mean, if you're next in line, wouldn't you be there and try to upstage them? Instead of like shitting on a plate and handing it to the world. I mean, the world came to watch Britain, and Britain offered shit. Talking about, and of course, when you on Twitter, it was British people because they were like, ooh, you get world history, this and that. I'm like, well, this ain't the fucking time and place for this shit. They can say all that shit. It could be a side note. They can be like, oh, little on the waiter could put it on a bulletin board, maybe between stuff as they doing their nice performance and stuff like that. And I didn't know why the hell they had all this music from the fucking 60s playing and shit, and music from the 60s. The only people that probably was born in the 60s are the coach. So the athletes were not even born in the 60s, so that defeats the purpose. I don't know what that was all about. And most people that are watching it, if there is a billion people watching it, they weren't even born in the 60s watching it. It's young people watching it. So they just like totally shit on a whole young generation. I mean, I just hated the damn thing because I was confused throughout the whole thing. It was the worst opening I ever saw. There was just so much build up to it, and it was just a fucking train wreck. They just completely dropped the ball. I'm so disappointed. Honestly, I don't even want to watch the fucking game from Britain. Honestly, I just don't even fucking care to watch it because I just think they fucking assholes that you would, invite the world, and then you fucking shit on the world and you don't deliver and you're doing craziness. Like, you're playing stupid music from the 60s. There's nothing wrong with the music. You're trying to bend backwards to prove that you did this, you offered this, you offered that. Yeah, you can do that. Like, in a side note, it's like the world came to be entertained. It's like it was all this pilgrim shit. I just didn't get it. Just like fucking confusion. I'm done. I'm fucking done. And I thought I was like the only one because I was asking everybody around me. I was like, is it me or are you confused about this? I asked my husband, is it me or this shit doesn't make any sense? It's just like asinine. And he said, no, it doesn't make any sense. And then I had people calling me on the phone. They're like, this is some real bullshit. That they invite the world and they forgot to entertain the world. Now, we don't mind the history lesson you're giving. But let's not forget what we're really here for. We're here to be entertained. You can give a history lesson, but entertain us too. Just Add some entertainment to it. Don't bore us with this and then have all this confusion, have all these stupid, crazy looking outfits that don't represent anything, and these stupid music. These kids are offbeat. And they said that they spent about 6 months getting prepared. Why it look like these people spent 2 days getting prepared? And who the hell did they have coordinating this stuff? Actually, whoever fired him, he should never be in charge of anything Olympic after that. Seriously. Now, leave a comment if you want to. I'm going to say this loud and clear. Please, British people, don't leave a comment, honestly, because I'm done. I'm not even watching the game. After seeing what I'm seeing, I don't give a shit. I'm just not watching the game because I was so confused. I'm scared I might watch something from Britain and be more confused than what I was in the opening. I sat there. You know, I just kept on watching it. I'm like, hope this shit would get better. And by the end of the stuff, before they, I'm like, stop it, I'm confused. What's going on here? These motherfuckers got me confused. What's going on here? Oh my God, this is a fucking train wreck. Oh my goodness, the worst opening I've ever saw. Oh my goodness. Stop it, British people, stop it. Stop. Please stop. Can't wait for Brazil. Because I know it can't be as bad as this is the worst. Brazil is going to deliver. I'm not Brazilian, but they're going to deliver. China deliver. Brazil deliver. Britain don't just shit it on the world, man. This is some bullshit. They ain't got no sense of humor. They ain't got nobody can coordinate shit. And then they had Paul McCartney. And then they had Paul at the end singing. His voice was chipping and cracking and shit. And you trying to tell me that they didn't have like some young singer that had a beautiful, soulful voice down there they could have put on the stage? Just the whole fucking thing was just confusion. I hated it. I watched it. I kept on... This is going to get better. This train wreck is going to get better. Because you have to think about it. When you invite the world, you have to entertain the world. Now, I don't know how their sense of humor is over there, but you try to make it internationally appealing. Like the Chinese. When the Chinese invited the world, they tried to appeal to the world. They really bent backwards to make sure the people from across the world enjoyed themselves. They asked themselves, what do people around the world want to see? Britain didn't do that, you know. So, I don't know. I hope anything big they have in this time that they don't offer it to Britain because, I mean, they all hype and no go. I'm telling you. It was just all hype and they didn't deliver. So, just like... Never saw nothing like this. It's like the worst fucking opening ever. I've seen 4 of them in my life because I'm 33. This is the worst one I've ever seen. This one was straight confusion from beginning to end. It was confusion. And I promise you, everybody was saying something nice about Britain on Twitter. They were from Britain. Or they had British blood. Or they had their mother and father was from Britain. But other than that, if you were not British... You didn't give a fuck. You be honest. You be like, this is a fucking train wreck. For real, for real. I was just like, make it stop. Make it stop. My husband's like, flip the channel. I mean, my husband, he just walked away from the living room. He didn't give a shit after that. He's like, I'm done fucking with these people. This is just confused. You know, and then I had friends that had planned to watch it, stop everything, and to watch it. And one of my friends was like, oh, I just flipped the channel. I said, you told me to watch it, and you put the channel, and I'm still watching this nightmare, this state of confusion, this bull. I'm like, and we here for what? The hell are they playing 60 music? And the athletes are like in their 20s. Maybe you have a few that's 40. You don't even have 50-year-old. All those 50s, 60s, and 70 probably is the coaches. And it's not that many of them. And the people in the stadium, maybe 20% of them, if it's that many, is over 40. Everybody else is like the under, and you're like playing music. It's not even their generation, and you got people at home watching this shit. Um, um, I feel the history thing that could have been put in better than that. Leave a comment.